This video is instructions for turning the water off at the cozy cabin in the winter. If the water is not turned off and the plumbing in the cabin drained, the pipes may burst. Pipes in the cabin are probably okay, but those outside may well burst and keep the water flowing as long as the water is turned on. So in the kitchen, bottom drawer, right hand side, are two useful tools: a paint roller handle, because there's a cement block we need to pick up, and a bag to kneel on because it's often yucky, dirty, and cold out there. So the water main switch is out down the stairs. Watch out, they can be slippery in the winter. They're iced up right now, although it doesn't really look like it. They're iced up and can be very slippery. So just down the driveway is the water valve for both the cozy cabin and Frank and Robin's cabin. So I place the paper bag on the ground next to the cover. Then I take the paint handle, stick it inside, stick that in there, and lift up. Piece of cement comes right up. The valves are in here. There's actually two valves. This hard to tell, but under the left valve, that is the one downhill, that's Frank and Robin's. This is the uphill, this is our valve. There's all kinds of crap in here. And the valve itself is actually hidden. You can't even really see it from looking down. This is not the valve to turn right here. This is the city's control. The valve actually looks like a hose bib. I'm going to turn it completely closed. So I'm turning that, and it takes, you can only turn it about a quarter to an eighth turn. My recollection was it takes about 20 turns or so. I'm turning it clockwise. Clockwise shuts the water off. Okay, I've shut it all the way off. Next, put the cover back on. There's my cheap little handle. Pull it out of here. Grab my paper bag. Now, the water is off to the cabin, but also need to drain the water from the cabin, right? There's still water inside the cabin. So this is the lowest point in the cabin. I'm actually going to unscrew it from here. This is the hose bib. So I'm going to turn this, and water is going to come out. This is all the water in the cabin, draining right now. So it will drain for a while. It's emptying the house, entering the cozy cabin of water. So when you leave the cabin, you must do this. And I just leave this open. This is going to let all the water drain out. Nothing will be in the pipes remaining to freeze. So when you leave the cabin, this is what you must do. I just leave that open. Then I put my two little cheap tools away. Back up in the cabin. And put those tools back in the bottom drawer. And we're done. You can now leave, right? Make sure the locks are turned vertical. This one's horizontal. Going to lock it from the outside. And go out. Close the door. Push the lock button. We're done. Can go home.